on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another College Football 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to show you how to easily beat the brand new Heisman Hustle event in Cut 25, which ultimately will lead to a free 92 overall Xavier Restrepo for you guys. Now, yesterday we put out a video covering what's going on in Cut right now between the Heisman Hopeful promo and the Legends content and just everything you should be doing. And there is a free card that you can earn, a 92 overall wide receiver that is going to require upgrade tokens, but you can achieve this simply just by beating the computer. And I had a bunch of people, whether it was in the comments or on Twitter, basically say, you're making this sound a lot easier than it really is. So I figured let's go ahead and make a follow-up video on how to easily get through this Heisman Hustle event. Basically, you're playing against a computer, you start out with the ball, down 21 points, and you have to win the game. It starts in the third quarter. I'm pretty sure it's 2 or 3 minute quarters, and you have to win 7 games before you lose 3. If you're able to do that, you take a look at the rewards here. Basically, you're going to get an 86 plus B&D Heisman Hopeful program pack. Now, I've opened up 2 of these so far. I got an 86 both times. I'm assuming that the 86 plus, the plus in there is going to be really silent, but if you get something above an 86, that's a W for you. But the main reason you're playing through this is to get that upgrade token, and you should have received a lower overall 86 Xavier Restrepo within the welcome pack here. And if you go into the upgrade path, every time you earn one of those tokens, so every time you get 7 wins before you lose 3 games, you're going to get a token that you put into the upgrade path, and every time you do that, he's going to go up 1 in OVR. I showed this yesterday. I'll show it again. Even at an 88, it's not a half bad card, so that's only 2 of the tokens. Now, if you want to get them all the way up to a 92 overall, you're going to need a total of 6 tokens, and that means if you have to win 7 times every time and do that 6 times, you're going to have to get 42 wins. I knew that because I'm good at math, but as you can see, he goes up to 93 speed at the 92 OVR. The attributes are really good. This is an amazing free wide receiver, and just having to beat the computer, I know it might take a little while, but just having to beat the computer to be able to fully upgrade this card for free, I think is a huge W. So, like I said, I didn't want to repeat myself too much from yesterday's video, but we're going to go through and kind of play through a game here and show you exactly what I do. I've won every single time I played this. I'm 15-0 now at this point, and you can do this literally with 2 plays, 1 on offense, 1 on defense. So let's go ahead and load right on into the event. Now, when it comes to offense, a lot of you might, play or use a different play that works for you. I know a lot of people just get their fastest receiver out there, throw him on a streak, and hope for the best. And if you play that way, that is totally fine. I'm not going to knock you. I'm just going to show you exactly what I do to get through these wins with 2 plays. So the 1 on offense is going to be found in only 2 playbooks, either Michigan or Oregon. Oregon is a really good and like a highly used playbook in this game mode. I was in that playbook for a very long time, and actually just recently within the last month or so switched over to the Michigan playbook, which also has this formation. It's bunch strong offset. Big reason why I use it is because I'm familiar with it, because it's in Madden. It was a really good formation in last year's game. But again, to get that particular formation and the particular play that we're going to be running for this example, only Michigan or Oregon. So the play that I love to run in this formation is going to be dagger over on the bottom right there. My face cam might be blocking it a little bit, but here is the play art, and we're going to make 1 change. That's going to be putting our tight end, which is the X receiver. I believe that would be A on Xbox. We are going to hot route him to a post route, and you're going to do that by hitting triangle on PlayStation, Y on Xbox, selecting the receiver. Again, he's going to be our X option, which is A on Xbox, and then to do a post, we're going to press up on our right analog stick, and now the play is going to look like this. So the first initial read is going to be over on the left. If the streak wins, we're going to throw it to him. He didn't. So for this purpose, I'm just going to throw it to the drag here. You can score quick touchdowns on this play, but it's not going to happen every time, but it helps you get first downs, which we see a lot of objectives out there for that. You'll easily be able to rack up passing yards, but if the streak doesn't win and the drag's not there as well, we basically wait for, and the drag's probably going to be there every single time, but we basically wait for that drag to kind of clear out or clear down the zone defenders that are responsible for our tight end on that really deep post. So if the streak doesn't win, which is going to be more often than not, The X receiver is usually going to be there. Now, that was a pretty bad throw, and I had to click on and probably make a play there. But if I had to give you a percentage of how often this play can work, I mean, it's very high. I'm talking 95%. If you want to no huddle, you certainly can, and just continue to run the same exact play. Once we get into the red zone, you're probably going to be checking for the drag more than anything, but as you can see, if you were to catch the ball here, the post route gets open very easily. I don't know what's going on with Jameis Winston, but he's throwing some really bad passes right now. I'm not pass leading or free-forming or anything. See if he can just make, I don't know what's going on with him right now. It never fails. Anytime I'm recording a video, something like that, something weird actually happens. But that's okay, because we're now on defense. We're still easily going to win this game. So we're just running everybody's favorite here, nickel 3-3 double mug. You can find this in a million different playbooks. We're going with mid blitz. I like to crash the defense in the middle, which is going to be left on your directional pad and then down on your right analog stick. Because they snapped it, I didn't really get a chance to do that. But again, left on your directional pad and then down on your right analog stick will crash the middle of your D-line. And I'm going to take whoever's responsible for the running back. In this case, it's going to be Will Johnson. And we're just going to kind of hover in the middle of that defensive line. If the running back goes out for a pass, we got to cover him. If he doesn't, we kind of cover the middle of the field. And obviously, if it's a run play, then we're just going to go after the runner here. But you always need to look for who's responsible for the running back. Hover in the middle here. We're going to drop back because we don't have any responsibility for pass coverage because the running back didn't go out on a route. And as you can see, just like that, we were able to stop them 3 times. We're now going to get the ball back. I promise you that first drive was just some type of weird fluke where we just couldn't hit a throw for whatever reason. So there we go. We click on. We usually can run past these defenders a lot. If you need rushing touchdowns, run out of bounds at the 1. Run your favorite play, whatever you got to do to get that rushing touchdown. I usually find myself doing this for objectives, which we'll be resetting this upcoming Thursday. You can run whatever works for you. Stretch play always works for me, and just like that, we scored our first touchdown. I'm sure some of you probably go for the 2-point conversion every time. You probably go onside kick. If you want to do all that, you certainly can. I just like to pin them back so when they do punt us the ball, we have really good field position. And if we can manage a sack or two, we might even be able to get a safety if we push them back far enough. So again, that's up to you. I'm just showing you exactly what I do. We're going to go right back to defense. We're going to crash the middle of that defensive line. We're going to find our responsibility, which in this case is the running back, or pretty much always is. They're going to run the ball. We're going to make a tackle. The defense, I mean, I'm not like I'm teaching anything new here, but I know a lot of people, came back to college football because it's been gone for so long and probably hasn't played Madden in a very long time. But this is the ultimate, I'm going to just destroy the computer defense. And it pretty much works on most difficulties, especially within College Ultimate Team if you're playing through solos or solo seasons or solo battles, whatever it is against the computer. It's just that easy. You notice on the last play, we actually had to go out there and cover the running back. This time we don't. So I usually just run to the middle of the field and look for the closest receiver that they might throw it to. And by the time that we get back there and cover a guy, the defensive line, and this has been working literally all year from the point that I had, the starter team in this game mode all the way until now. So you don't have to have the most amazing team for this to work, but eventually that defensive line, we got Syracuse legend Fidel Diggs there getting home. The defensive line is pretty much going to get home every time. There's a few exceptions, of course, but this is the most consistent, best defense to beat the computer in this event. So now we're under 2 minutes to go. We got the ball, still down 7. And remember, this is with them basically having an extra possession and us not scoring a touchdown. I think the streak's going to win over here because they're pressed unless that safety drops back, in which they did, but we still just smoked them. So that's why I say always look for the streak first, the drag next, and if you can hold off on that pass rush a little bit longer, the post from the tight ends, the big play there outside of the streak, of course, that's going to get open and give you the biggest chunk of yards most consistently. Now, I could go for 2 here, but the defense, the mid blitz, is so good on this. I'm not even going to sweat it out here. We're going to kick our extra point. We're going to tie the game up. We're going to get another stop easily. They won't get a first down, and then we'll have the ball back one more time to go out and score another touchdown or get a field goal. We got them at 3rd and 27 right now. Remember I said this is why I kick the ball off every time. We have pinned them back now, 3rd and 27 at the 1. if the D-line can get in here and get a safety, which I feel like they're going to, we don't even have to worry about scoring again because that 2 points will be enough. We couldn't make a tackle there. Actually, we could. So there we go. Like I said, I'm not even going to worry about onside, going for 2-point conversions. If that's your thing and you want to do it, go for it. But we can now get 1 first down here, make them use up their timeouts, and boom, we got the win. And it's just that easy. 1 play on offense, 1 play on defense. This will help you guys get through this event so you can get that free 92 overall card. If you got any additional questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. Hope the video helped you guys out, and thank you so much for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.